This is the Galactic Emperor of the Universe. I'm here to tell you all to subscribe to UnrealEntGaming and remember to turn on notifications. You will be the first to know all about the latest Dragon Ball news and information.
Oh, did you say UnrealEntGaming? Oh, I love his channel.
God damn it, Zelbon, stop rubbing your nipples and get back to bed!
What is going on, Dragon Ball fans? Welcome back to another episode of this week's Dragon Ball Q&A video, where today we have lots of awesome Dragon Ball questions to go through in pertains of the Tournament of Power, alongside many other things. And just for a disclaimer, guys, I do want to let you guys know that these questions also apply to you guys. So if you guys feel differently than my answers, if you guys have anything to add on, if you guys have answers of your own to these questions, go on ahead and post your answers down in the comment section below, as these questions do reflect onto you guys as well. And if you guys have any other Dragon Ball question of your own to ask me in a future Dragon Ball Q&A video, then simply go on ahead and drop your questions down in the comment section below. And once again, if you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more news, information, and updates alongside video discussions. So without wasting any more time, let's go on ahead and begin with our very first question of the day, which is from Justin. What's going on, Alex? I just subscribed to you a few days ago. Thank you. And I noticed you were doing Q&A videos, and I was interested in knowing your thoughts on the following, since you spoke about it in your previous video. Question number one, in your opinion, do you prefer the Goku Black arc thus far over the Tournament of Power, or do you like the way the Tournament of Power has been built over the Goku Black story? Question two, do you think a strong character that everyone is rooting for, quote unquote, is going to be used as an example just to be ranked out during the battle? For example, Gohan or Hit or Toppo or even Vegeta or Goku. So you're asking for eliminations. Question number three, do you think Frieza is going to try and take over as being the one true god of destruction by lying to the other gods and getting them all killed? Is Frieza out to be a god? Do you think yes or no, since he doesn't think that Beerus's reign will last very long? Question four, favorite villain in Super thus far? Thank you so much, dude, for all you do. Thank you so much, Justin. I really hope you have actually enjoyed the videos so far on the channel, because so far we've been doing lots of daily uploads, guys, so I hope that hasn't had an effect on you guys. Just let me know if my uploading is good for you guys, if I'm doing too little, if I'm doing too much. But to answer your first question, do I prefer the beginning of the Goku Black arc over the Tournament of Power? In my humble opinion, I do agree and favor the Goku Black arc in the beginning a little bit more over the Tournament of Power opening, because in the early stages of the Goku Black arc, we saw this menacing being arrive in future Trunks' timeline, and the first thing he did was kill future Bulma. He killed Trunks' mom right in front of him. If that's not savage, I don't know what is. So for me, having to look at the overall structure of the Goku Black arc, number one, during the time, which exactly was last year, nobody knew who he was, nobody knew where he came from, nobody knew how strong he was, and nobody knew his agenda. This character was shrouded in secrecy, which I truly did enjoy a lot, because that presented an unpredictable factor for Goku Black in seeing how he presented himself. In the Tournament of Power arc, thus far, we've seen like 10 to 12 weeks of nothing but gathering, Goku having to get 17, 18, Krillin, Gohan, Piccolo, you know, like the whole gang. And I didn't have a problem with that, but most of the episodes were a little bland for me. And I felt as if having that unpredictable factor from Goku Black added more depth, because nobody knew what was going on, nobody knew as to where he came from. People were speculating and talking about his power, if he can transform, why does he have a time ring, how deadly is he? As we saw, he killed Bulma, he was going to kill Mai, he destroyed the gods. So the Goku Black arc so far, as of this recording, is my favorite, but the Tournament of Power just started as well, and I'm loving the overall tension, the feel that the Tournament of Power is presenting. And I do think that the Tournament of Power is going to offer a much better battle sequence between characters, and probably an overall story as we further our way through the entire battle. But so far, based on the beginnings alone, because that's the only thing I can compare right now, I definitely favor the Goku Black arc over this one just a little bit, because, you know, having to look at what happened, the Goku Black arc in the beginning was very unpredictable. Like, nobody really knew what was going on, and that's what kept the community going. Here, we have the introduction of Jiren, we have the introduction of Toppo, Frieza having to come back, talking to Frost, the Universe 6 Saiyans. We have lots of awesome stuff happening, so this does have potential in becoming the best, only if they decide that it's worth their time. So again, Dragon Ball Super episode 97 is going to be airing tonight, so I hope you guys go ahead and tune into the channel to find out what's going to happen, because again, we're going to be talking about tonight's episode, because technically speaking, tonight is when they're all going to be fighting, so that's going to be pretty awesome to see. Now, to answer your second question, is there going to be a strong character that's going to be made an example of? Well, I think that we are going to see characters that are going to be made an example of. I think that having to look at the overall structural foundation of who's actually fighting in this tournament, we have Vegeta, Goku, Toppo, Hit, Dispo, we have, you know, Magetta, Botamo, Frost, Kaba, Kale, Khalifa, we have Hit, we have, you know, Gohan, so many fighters. But I think what may happen here is, in my humble prediction, I think that we are going to see a very high level character be eliminated, and I think out of everybody, we might either see Gohan or Hit be one of the ones that are going to be eliminated out of surprise. Now, Gohan having to be the leader, just because he's the leader, doesn't really mean that he's going to last very long. I think if Gohan were to fight Hit or Jiren or even Toppo, he would probably get one-shotted, because they're vastly more powerful than Ultimate Gohan. However, I would like to see Gohan survive, and I would like to see Gohan compete and last in this tournament, but to have Jiren eliminate Hit or even Gohan would make sense to me, just to establish how powerful someone like Jiren is, and they need to give Jiren someone to eliminate in order to make him credible. I don't think that Goku's gonna get ringed out early. I don't think that Vegeta's gonna get ringed out early. However, I think that between Toppo, Hit, Gohan, Dispo, the androids, you know, Nigirishi, all these dudes, they're probably gonna get eliminated midway through, or if not towards the end, just to make an example of whoever's eliminating them, in my opinion, of course. Now, to answer your third question, is Frieza out to become a god of destruction? I don't think so, no. I don't think Frieza is out to be a god. However, I think Frieza is out to kill the god known as Beerus, of course. I think that Frieza, having to look at the overall foundation of what they're doing with Frieza, I think that he's slowly trying to creep his way in trying to get back at Beerus for ordering him around, because obviously enough, Frieza does not like to get bossed around. He wants to do things his way. So I do think that, in my opinion, Frieza is out to kill. Even though you can't kill in the tournament, he's still out for vengeance. He's out to kill people. He doesn't care. And I think that, yes, he's out to, you know, he's out to get back at Goku, but I also think that in some way, shape, or form during this tournament, he's out to try to get back at Beerus. He's out to try to get back at whoever he can, because through Frieza's eyes, Frieza doesn't need anybody. He's reached his highest plateau, and that's what he's comfortable with. But he's forgetting that if he reveals his agenda a little too early, he's gonna get Hakkai'd into the Shadow Realm, so that's something he doesn't want to try. But no, I don't think he's out to be a god, but what I think he's out for is total annihilation. And to answer your final question, my favorite villain in Dragon Ball Super is obviously Goku Black. Goku Black, for me at least, is one of my favorites because of his overall presentation, his demeanor, his overall appearance looked amazing. So for me, I'm going to have to go with Goku Black on this one. So once again, Justin, thank you so much for the questions, and I hope you have a fantastic day, my friend. And now moving on to the next question, which is from Parker. Alex, I really have only one question, but before, I love your content. Please never stop uploading. Thank you, man. Question 1, do you think Frieza will ever have a moment to where he realizes Goku has far surpassed him with Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken? Thanks for the content of your use, my questions. Thanks for uploading, never stop. Thank you so much, Parker. Well, to answer that question, at some given point, Frieza is going to witness, I would like to hope, of course, Goku breaking his barrier, Goku breaking his limits, and having Frieza see that is going to tear a hole in his heart, because Frieza doesn't want to accept that Goku is superior. Frieza's the type of person that doesn't want to see Goku ever reach any sort of high peak of power. So yes, I do think that Frieza is going to witness Kaioken, and I do think that Frieza is going to witness Goku breaking his form, breaking his limits. However, the question is, what does Frieza do after he sees this? I think that yes, he will see it and he will be very angry, but I don't think that Frieza would be dumb enough to either attack him or do anything to provoke Goku, because even in that form, in Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken or the Limit Breaker form, whatever it turns out to be that Goku does, Frieza has no chance at all. So it's in Frieza's best interest to literally just stay away and not confront Goku on this. But overall, I think that Frieza is going to see it, but the question is, how does he respond once he sees it? But anyways, Mr. Parker, thank you so much for your question, man, and I hope you have a fantastic day, bro. And now moving on to the next question, which is from Ali. UnrealEntGaming, hey Alex, I'm a new subscriber, and I love your videos. Thank you, man. I have a few questions for your Q&A. Question 1, do you think Jiren and Goku will be the last ones on stage? Question 2, in Dragon Ball Super episode 67, Whis said it's possible that future Trunks is going to go back to his world, which means they have to fight Zamasu and Black again. Do you think it's possible that we will ever see him again? Question 3, if any other universe wins and Universe 7 loses, what would the other universe wish for? Question 4, do you think we will ever see Super Saiyan God after the arc or in the tournament? Hope you answer my questions. By the way, I hope you get to 1 million subscribers. That would be awesome, and the only way to get to 1 million subscribers is for you guys to go on ahead and continuously support the channel and spread the channel to everyone you know and anywhere you can. Now, to answer your first question, is Goku and Jiren, are they going to be the last ones on stage? Well, they are being prepped in being like so-called the main event, because once Goku breaks his limit, there's nobody at the Tournament of Power that's able to rival Goku in strength, arguably, of course, aside from Jiren. So I do think that when it comes down to it, it's going to be Goku and Jiren at some point, but at the very end, I really don't see Goku having to be the last person on the stage with Jiren. I think that in some way, shape, or form, something is going to occur to where Goku gets thrown out by somebody, or maybe even Frieza double crosses him and throws him out, even though that's his own teammate. I think that something is bound to happen. I really, in my opinion, of course, I don't see Goku having to be the final person on the stage with Jiren. Of course, that may change, and I could be wrong, but, and just looking at it, it would make sense. But for them to add in some sort of unpredictable factor in this, to where the fans will never be able to tell, I think that by getting either or ringed out first would be awesome. And for me, I want to assume that they will be the last ones, but something tells me they won't. Now, to answer your second question, in Dragon Ball Super episode 67, we said that future Trunks is going to go back to a time where Goku, Black, and Zamasu were still around, but Whis also said he does know of a way to get rid of them. So there is a possible chance that, you know, that may actually occur, to where Whis actually prevented Black and Zamasu from even doing anything in that timeline. However, I would like to assume that we would see Black, Zamasu, and future Trunks again, but having to look at the direction in which this is, you know, happening and in which it took, I don't think that we will ever get to see future Trunks, Zamasu, and Goku Black all in the same story again. Not unless, of course, something else happens in that timeline, to where Zamasu and Black escape and they formulate a different plan. But as of right now, don't expect to see another Zamasu / Black arc in the future. But if that does happen, since they are still technically alive, that would be amazing. First of all, I mean, Trunks has enough power now to hold his own, so he shouldn't really have a problem. But then again, we said the same thing when he went back during the Android saga and he came across Black years after, so who's to really say? But I think that maybe this isn't the last we've seen from Trunks, but I would have to say this is the last time we've seen from Zamasu and Black. And that sucks, because I'm a huge fan of both of them, and I would love to see them come back one day, because if they can bring back Frieza 4, 5, 6, 7 times, then why can't they ever bring back Black and Zamasu one day, you know? Now, to answer your third question, if anyone else aside from Universe 7 wins, I can't really tell you what their wish is going to be, because every universe functions differently, so every other universe is going to have something different to wish for. So for me personally, I think that universe number 7, if they do lose, in which could potentially happen, the only probable universe I can see winning this is possibly universe number 6, that being Choppa's universe, and Choppa having to pay back Beerus for wishing back Earth in his universe. So, you know, to make up for Beerus, you bring him back in his universe, but having to look at the scope and the gravity of what's gonna happen, I'm really unsure. I don't know what Catella's universe would wish for. I don't know what Moscow would wish for. It's kind of hard to say, but I really don't see Universe 7 losing. And even if they did, even if by some chance they do lose, they will ultimately win in the long run. So you can best believe that even if Team Universe 7 falls, they're bound to still be victorious in the long run. So, and to answer your final question, will we ever see Super Saiyan God? Well, here's the trick, right? Super Saiyan God was shown in the manga several times before. It was shown in the manga, and In terms of the anime, I don't see Super Saiyan God coming back just because there is no need to have Super Saiyan God appear in Dragon Ball anymore. Because with Super Saiyan Blue, with all these other upgrades and forms, what is the purpose of having this brand new form be trumped by Super Saiyan God? Super Saiyan God was only a tool that was used in order to unlock Super Saiyan Blue as seen in the anime, because we've never seen it after BOG. In the manga, we've seen Super Saiyan God several times, and that was incredible in and of itself, but the only downside to that is, you know, in the manga, it wasn't utilized to its fullest, because obviously with Super Saiyan Blue around, I mean, why would you even need Super Saiyan God to begin with? So in the manga, you can expect to see it. In the anime, don't have any high hopes for Super Saiyan God, because it was shown once, and that is the only time we will ever see Super Saiyan God. Not unless, of course, they try to bring it back once again, in some way, shape, or form down the line. So, but anyways, my friend, I do want to say thank you so much for the questions, Ali, and I hope you have a fantastic day. And once again, everybody, thank you all so very much for watching this episode of Dragon Ball Q&A. I hope you guys truly enjoyed. If you guys did, make sure to go on ahead and slap a like on this video for more awesome content. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button for more news, information, and updates. Tune back in for more, guys. Tune back in for tonight's Dragon Ball Super review, guys, depending on when you're watching this video, of course. Dragon Ball Super is going to be airing tonight, July 1st, everybody. I mean, it's bound to go down, because tonight the tournament officially begins and we see everyone fight, and I'm pretty sure you guys don't want to go ahead and miss out on that. So thank you all for watching, guys. Once again, tune back in for more, and I'll be seeing each and every single one of you guys down in the comment section below. Have a great day, everybody. Peace.